in your chapter 4 folder, you need to create a folder named data in your FTP. I'll just do a few. Okay. Windows do we have up? That's the wrong one. Here we go. Okay. Then inside the data folder, you need to create mail.php. I'm running back and forth. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I think this is the other one. Yeah, this is mine. We did that one. So once that's in, everything on the right side should appear as blank, and your form should be here. Then after that, you need to type in these instructions. Don't include the one up here that says show source. Type everything below. I can give a small brief example. The send mail is the same exact button down on send mail right here. I'm gonna have to open the file, don't I? Okay. So the send mail, this send mail in your HTML has to match the one that's in the mail. Oh, and I think I have two same exact ones up, Christina. I'll just close this one down. This one here has to match the one, same exact one that's on the contact. All right. There we go. No. There we go. So this one here from your HTML has to match the one that's in the mail that's right here. They're the same exact value. If it's not the same, it's not gonna detect these values: email, full name, message, subject. They have to match the same exact value as each of these HTML tags. The variables don't have to be the same exact. It can be any name that you want to call it, as long as you are able to check if they exist or empty in the field. So for example, if I wrote, my god, I'm sorry. There. So if I wrote something in here for like, let's say my full name's Alex F, and it's, let's say, not in there, and it's empty, this would do an error count. So I'm gonna copy all of this. I'm gonna do a brief example one at a time. I'm going to delete this and keep everything else below. So this is just counting the amount of errors you have. Let's say if you didn't type anything, it'll give like 1, 2, 3, depending on how many form inputs you have on your web page. So if you didn't type in here, all these fields, like these 4 fields, you'll get approximately 4 errors. If they're all filled in, you'll get 0. So this is what this is checking for, the amount of fields you've entered. And every time you don't enter one, it'll just add an error. If there's more than, if all the fields are not empty, if there's more than 0 fields not filled, you'll get this error message. If there's no errors, it should move on to the next step. It's just going to verify for your email if it's valid. If it's not, it's going to do this error message. Invalid email address. If you didn't enter any message in your text area that's more than 10 characters, it's going to give you this message. Error, please type in more than 10 characters. If you've typed everything correctly, it's going to do one more check if there's any errors. Then it should send your mail, your full name, your email, then it's going to do a mail function to, it should be your email, not mine. So it'll send the subject, the message, and the header. After everything's sent, it should say, thank you, your name, your mail has been sent. If it didn't send, it will say error, we couldn't send your mail. We're going to save this file as mail. Christine, I might have to send it, save it somewhere on your desktop.
Yeah, it's fine.
Make sure it's a
You're
PHP.
in the downloads folder. Just
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Make sure it's named mail.php and make sure the extension is PHP. I don't know how to. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay. You don't mind if everyone sees this real quick? It's gonna be like 5 seconds of them seeing this.
It's all work stuff.
And I need to pull this one, and I need to pull back up that folder. Okay. So the mail PHP that I wrote, I'm just gonna overwrite this one. Press OK. I'm also going to check the contact to see if all the information is correct. Make sure the source is the page you're sending it to. Since the assignment is contact.php, make sure the action is the actual page. Make sure you have the folder named data in your FTP and the file named mail. If it's not there, it's not going to send. A lot of people have the same exact issue. I'm just addressing this now. Make sure every value is correct from the front and the back. I'm going to save this and pull it up if I can. Okay, so on the left side should be what you just typed up or you copied. Then on the right side should be your form. So I'm just going to write like an example. Hello, this is a test form. And right here it'll say thank you, example, your mail has been sent. If you're using the school's network, it's not most likely not going to send it through. It's best to use your phone or if you're at home. Christina, that would be it.
That's it?
That's it.
Thank you so much, Alex. Awesome. Let me go ahead and stop it. If it'll